Sometimes the movie starts rolling and you have no clue what you're going to say. Like today, it caught me off guard. Anyway, it's a gorgeous Monday. I know. Monday again. So, happy Monday, happy springtime, and enjoy the rest of the week because we have some exciting things coming up for you. Okay, so I'm not so tongue-tied now, but this is not a spring chick with Oldecam for OFN with comments on the headlines of today. Farmers expected to plant less corn.
I mean, the United Nations and people have warned them that the prices were going to go up because people are going to be using corn that is planted to make biofuel now.
So being green with biofuel actually will cost you more for food.
That's right, and it will be bad for the environment because of the pollution that results as the making it a biofuel.
Which may be one of the reasons why bread is going up now.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. That means beer will probably go up too, huh?
That's right. Anything made from grain products is rising right now.
Few taxpayers like to hear talk about bailouts.
Because they know that they're going to have to pay the mortgages of the people that can't afford to pay them. And they basically can barely pay their own mortgages.
It's one of those ideas where the concept sounds great, but then who's going to pay for it?
That's right.
Rice welcomes Israeli move to ease restrictions on Palestinians.
Unfortunately, the Palestinians have responded by firing missiles.
Global arms shipments reportedly fell in 2007.
If you don't have any money, you can't buy stuff.
Asian shares head for worst quarter in over 5 years.
Because the problem isn't just with our economy, it's the economy of the entire world.
Al-Sadr pulls fighters off streets.
That's because he was starting to get his butt kicked, and the best idea is to pull back and then fight another day.
Aloha Airlines halting passenger service.
I know, I mean, it's a crock. After 60 years, it collapses because of a Phoenix airline undercut them.
Study shows life was tough for ancient Egyptians.
It's another one of those studies you got to figure out how did they get that funded.
In 2008, U.S. religions vote fragmenting.
This comes from the Democratic National Committee that people are flocking to, religious people in our country are flocking to Obama and Clinton because of their high religious principles.
Where should conversation on race start?
Now, it doesn't start where somebody says you're racist.
Obama leads in Texas caucus tally.
You know, proving once again that Mr. Obama can win any caucus that he's in. Doesn't mean he can win the regular vote, but he can sure win caucuses.
Lehman Brothers sues Marubeni in Japan.
Yeah, it seems that they got swindled out of like $350 million by one of their, the company isn't the problem, it's an employee of the company they're trying to get the money back from.
Ouch. Yahoo launching site for women 25 to 54.
Well, they're becoming a content provider basically to dilute the value of their company to Microsoft.
Treasury set to announce regulatory overhaul.
It's supposedly going to be the biggest overhaul of the financial system since the days of the Great Depression.
Apple has biggest impact on world consumers, survey.
Well, yeah.
Baghdad green zone under missile attack.
That's because they want to chase the Americans out.
Housing secretary to resign. The report?
Yeah, it seems that they caught him in the typical, giving his friends contract thing.
Oh, camels line up for Gulf beauty contest?
I know. I mean, it just makes you wonder about people that have a beauty contest for the ugliest feet on earth.
Is it for the ugliest camel or the...
No, it's the most beautiful camel.
Well, what makes a camel beautiful?
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
So often said. Analysis. Democratic battle helps McCain.
They paid somebody to get that.
Actors unions butt heads over negotiations.
AFTRA has split off the Screen Actors Guild because they've had 3 months of no making any money, and they don't want to have an entire summer with no making any money.
Parkinson's disease has been linked to exposure to pesticides.
Yeah, I mean, basically, the more you study something, the closer you get to what might be causing it.
China says it has evidence the Dalai Lama incited riots.
Well, does anybody think they wouldn't come up with evidence to such?
I know. And the Dalai Lama? Muslims outnumber Catholics, Vatican says.
They also have more children every year than Catholics do.
Pro-North Korea newspaper says relations with South at lowest since after nuclear test.
Because they're not offering what they want to the North Koreans, which is money.
Nearly 50 illegal immigrants working as security guards arrested.
So much for background checks.
Pernod to buy Absolute vodka maker for EU $5.63 billion.
Well, at least the alcohol companies are making money.
Clinton ouster could alienate some women.
Yeah, but they would rather alienate the women who they know will not go Republican than alienate the minorities.
Yeah, that's what they think. Independent Lieberman calls Democratic Party hyper-partisan.
It means that all you got to do is just look. You know, yesterday they said that McCain might as well drop out now because the Democrat, Mr. Obama, is already the president, if in name only at the moment.
Oh, man. Bill Richardson says superdelegates should not overrule the wishes of primary voters.
Mr. Richardson is a supporter of Obama and has already said Hillary should get out.
Of course. They're finally going to get Apple to produce 11 million 3G iPhones starting in May.
And they couldn't produce and sell enough of the other phones, so what makes them think they can produce and sell enough of this version?
Another firm joins the commercial space race.
Yeah, there's a basic problem with any of this is the fact that you're not allowed to have guidance systems in any private venture, so it makes building something that goes up and comes back very iffy.
China could become new hurdle in any Microsoft Yahoo deal.
Well, it seems that Microsoft owns, and Microsoft diluted itself further by investing $1 billion in a Chinese company, and Chinese rules prohibit companies that are invested in their companies to invest themselves of their property without their permission.
Oh. Two cholesterol drugs may have no benefit.
No, probably none of them ever did, other than the fact that they made you feel like you were going to lose weight.
Space radiation too deadly for Mars mission.
And this is brought to you by the same people that say that we've got global warming. They're also the same people that once said the world was flat and that there were fire-eating dragons out there that you had to battle.
Study finds many patients dissatisfied with hospitals.
That was brought to you by the Democratic Party.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
The only person who can make things change is you.
Aloha!